Today I wanted to share with you guys a parable, and it's one of my favorite parables, which is the parable of the bags of gold. And I thought I would read it with you guys and maybe share some thoughts. Again, it will be like a man going on a journey, who called his servants and entrusted his wealth to them. To one he gave 5 bags of gold, to another 2 bags, and to another 1 bag, each according to his ability. Then he went on his journey. The man who had received 5 bags of gold went at once and put his money to work and gained 5 bags more. So also the one with 2 bags of gold gained 2 more. But the man who had received 1 bag went off, dug a hole in the ground, and hid his master's money. After a long time, the master of those servants returned and settled accounts with them. The man who had received 5 bags of gold brought the other 5. Master, he said, you entrusted me with the 5 bags of gold. See, I have gained 5 more. His master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. The man with 2 bags of gold also came. Master, he said, you entrusted me with 2 bags of gold. See, I have gained 2 more. His master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. Then the man who had received 1 bag of gold came. Master, he said, I knew that you are a hard man, harvesting where you have not sown and gathering where you have not scattered seed. So I was afraid and went out and hid your gold in the ground. See, here is what belongs to you. His master replied, you wicked, lazy servant. So you knew that I harvested where I have not sown and gathered where I have not scattered seed. Well then, you should have put my money on deposit with the bankers, so that when I return, I would have received it back with interest. So take the bag of gold from him and give it to the one who has 10 bags. For whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken from them. And throw that worthless servant outside into the darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So, one beautiful thing about parables is that they can have multiple meanings and interpretations. And when I look at the first part, where it talks about a man going on a long journey, you can almost think of it like Jesus. Because Jesus was here, and he's going away, but he's going to come back. And it says long journey too, so it's going to be a pretty lengthy amount of time. And then there's the servants. And you could think of us being as the servants. And it's funny because in different translations, it talks about, it uses a different word than bags of gold. It uses the word talents, which I like to think of as the English word for talents. But you could also think of it in a way where it's just resources and gifts, just things given to you by God for you to utilize. And of course, the servants got the talents, and 2 of them actually made use of what God had given them. They took gifts and resources and made use of them, and they prospered because of it. And the last one didn't do anything with what God had given him, and he was punished. But what I think this is trying to tell us is that we are to use the things that God has given us, whether it be resources, money, talents, things like that. Or we can use those things to, make use and bless God like other people. And when I think of it like that, it's funny because you look back at God's people in the Old Testament, and they're called to do the same thing. They were a nation that was to be used to bless other nations. And in this parable, it's telling us to be people, to use our resources to bless others. So those are my thoughts on the parable, and hopefully I might have given you something to think about. So have a good day.